Focus. No idea what this snail's doing. It's cruising like a fish. This is the new tank I've been working on. Excuse me, god damn it. There was already snail in the gravel that was in there, but I thought I'd leave him. It's just floating. You doing, mate? Hey, focus. Sure. That's whacked. What are you doing, mate? Oh, I see the big snail over in the back there. I literally just chucked that in here a few minutes ago. There's another snail climbing on it. Tripping. So that big snail, there's actually another one up here above the water line. Over there. Hey, mate! Come out of this bucket of river water I have, which I put an air stone in yesterday, just curiosity. It's been an experiment I've had for about, I don't know, 6 months or more. Oh, he's cruising. Yappy. Snails are weird things. I wonder where the other one went that was floating. It disappeared somewhere. Wonder why they do that. Anyway. Oh, whatever. It's enough for now. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. So, I haven't done any updates since I got the new tank. Yeah, well, end of year for us. Things have been nuts. It's been hectic. I've actually had a couple of days besides today when my phone didn't ring, which was really nice. Really nice. Yeah, so anyway. So this is the main tank, obviously. You can see here, those little, the reflections are terrible. The mollies, well, Frank, he was the black molly with the bright blue stripes in his tail. He got munched. So, I believe it was the yellow labs. There's one in here who's particularly aggressive. And I bought them as did the fish. I didn't think much would happen. It did bring the tank alive a whole bunch. So we've got one of the yellows. And this is one of the females. Has built herself this little cave. She did sort of excavate it a little bit. And pretty much lives under here. All the mollies were male, by the way. So there was 4 originally. These 3 guys haven't been touched. Frank had his fin munched a couple of times and did a water change, and he was all happy and come out the next day, and yeah, nah, he got munched properly. Gonski. So that was not fun. But anyway, that's that. So I haven't done a lot with this right now. I did buy some gravels. I did start building up some area over here, which is a lot of base, and then filled in. So we've got the natural river sands and gravels from a local river here. And this little filter actually come out of the fry tank. I managed to disassemble it and make it work. This is not set up, like it's cycled water. It is mostly water out of the other fish tank when I was doing water changes. I bought just a little tiny internal filter slash pump just to keep the water moving around, and you know, because there's no fish or anything like that in here. I've got some plants, so there's some African swords in there, and I've actually just put these in today, which thin valve. I've just thrown them in just to see how they handle it. I don't have a light yet. Like the light here is literally the one that came off the fry tank. The lids don't match, as in you can see a gap. Not, you know, there's things to do. So basically there was only the snails that were left in here, which were in the gravels that were already in the tank and the water that was there. But what I did do, and there he is, one of the big fellas. So this snail here, and you can sort of see the back end of the other one there hiding down under the filter, cruising around. Those two guys come out of the experimental bucket, and I've had that inside the shed now for about 2 weeks, and all of those plants that you've seen in there in the last video, well, there's not enough light in here and they all died, which was weird. So I threw an air stone in there just to try and bring some of the snails up to the surface. Caught a couple of the really big ones and then threw them in here. So hang on a sec. So like I said, you can see the substrates, good couple of inches there. So what I'm thinking now, I've got some rocks here, I'll collect some more. I don't have any driftwood for this yet. I'll probably do something like that soon. So I've built this sort of section up. There's a heap of rocks underneath the gravels. I sort of built it so it comes down and flows in. So that's the lowest point. And obviously I'm going to do something about the airline, but that's just how it's been for the last week because I haven't had time for it. So I'm kind of thinking I'll build this area up in the front corner here with gravels, and I'll try and sort of scape it so that basically everything sort of goes down to the low point. See how that goes. And maybe tomorrow, we'll see. This is a completely cycled water. So, you know, the tank's good, it's healthy, it's crystal clear as you can see. Try and get a bit more organisation happening, but yeah, maybe, I don't know, I'm pretty keen to go and get some shrimp. And yeah, like I said, throw some of these more rocks in and bury those plants, put some root tabs in and get some more plants and just build it slowly. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, hopefully that's just a little bit of an update, but just need to get a light. I'm not going to go proper external filters. I mean, hang on a sec. This tank here does have an external canister filter, which, well, it's not the vacuum cleaner. It's not the metal detector. It's down there. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, that's an experiment. We'll see what happens with it. And we'll leave it at that. Bye-bye for now. Ta-da, mate.